Hey guys, you're watching squirrels. You're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm on Mathis Street in Rockport, Texas. Thought I'd get over here and check it out a little bit. Got a wireless microphone, supposed to come tomorrow. I was hoping it would be here by now, so last night I checked on the status and realized, of course, that I never actually ordered it. That's how I roll. So I ordered it last night, and it says it will be here tomorrow. So that might mean, look at the flowers in the fields. See some Indian blankets. I don't know what those purple ones are. They're pretty though. Oh, look up here where they're mixed. It's all mixed in together. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I could have swore there was a car behind me. Well, swear all you want. There isn't. Little park. I'm really surprised they still have something like this. Let me zoom out a little bit, guys. This is like something that would be around when I was a kid. But I'm surprised there's not a padded ground and safety rails and signs, and that's not accessible to everyone, so we should tear it down. I mean, that just looks awesome. It also looks like I could get caught in there and be stuck there until help arrives. That's pretty good. Let's get the dad joke out of the way. What do you say? I started a dating service for chickens. Yeah, I'm not going to make any money out of it, but I'm just trying to make hens meet. But another hen joke. Siri has been really big on hen jokes lately, and since no one left me one the last couple days, that's what we get. Hey, I saw there's a new ordinance in Port Aransas for RVs and trailers, which I kind of like, and I think RV people are going to hate. You have to park vertically. You have to be facing the water. You can't park across the water. Am I saying that right? When you go to the beach, you have to park vertically, not horizontally? Or does that only apply for up and down situations? Because what was happening was RV people come, they set up, put out their chairs and all, but they're really like trying to claim all the land between their RV and the water, and that's just not the way it works. Plus, you're taking up spots for, 3 or 4 other people. These are nice little homes. I think the wind's going to get me, but I don't know. I don't like this shooting through the window. Very nice homes along here. Yeah, so when you go to Port Aransas now, basically we'll have to back in, and probably going to lose your Gulf view. Am I saying that right? Gulf view? Yeah, Gulf. Okay. Not golf. Gulf view. Birds are chirping pretty good. That last one was for sale. Oh, I know where we are. This brings us down to the building that I couldn't figure out what it was. And listen to the birds. That is beautiful. Apparently this was a retirement village at some point. And I didn't know. I looked at it on Google Maps at the time, and it's kind of shaped like an X. And apparently that's a standard setup for retirement homes. And we all couldn't agree on whether it was damaged by Hurricane Harvey or if it had already closed before Harvey. I do remember that. Yeah. Nice little benches outside. I'm really surprised someone hasn't grabbed that property. Curious what the asking price would be on that. But yeah, when you go to the beach now, you're going to have to park so your front or back end is facing the water and you're kind of looking up or down the beach. So when you come out your front door, you're going to have to look to the left or right to see the water. That's okay. It's going to be okay. I don't know if that will affect anyone's decision to go to Port Aransas or not. And then on the front page of the Rockport Pilot, and I heard some other people discussing this, when Hurricane Harvey hit, the city council kind of had to operate on the fly, and just now they're getting ordinances separated that were put into effect at the time. Let's make a left down here, because that up there is going to take us to the highway. About so the new ordinances separate RV parks from metal RV, like more permanent structures, metal building structures. And the article didn't give a whole lot of details. It just said, you know, they were separating it. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that and see what I can learn. I know there's some people in the Rockport, Fulton community that follow these things or even involved with those things, so maybe they can tell us what the big differences would be. That is a big tree for this area. Wow. Sorry guys, we're kind of going into the sun. I'll correct that in a minute. I saw gas for $4.03 this morning, and that's been at that price at Murphy's in Rockport for, I want to say 4 or 5 days. Is this a road here? Yeah, let's go. Let's make a left from King to Pearl. So this is the other end of Pearl Street, huh? Private homes. And it is hot out. I stayed up at Rockport Beach last night. Probably, I got up there around 5 o'clock. And backed my truck in, facing the wind, so the wind was blowing right on me, and cleaned out the back of my truck really well, and organized some things, and watched some Netflix. I watched the end of, that's a nice looking house. Wow. Excuse me. That's a nice looking house. Take away that telephone pole. Birds. That is nice. I love the porches, but the balconies upstairs, just to sit out and look at stuff. I do like looking at stuff. Wonder if you have any type of water view from up there. Oh, they got one up on the 3rd floor. Look. Ooh. That's my room. That's my room. There's another similar one here. That's pretty. You know, I like power and using the telephone and having cable, but I do hate the lines. No Bluetooth electricity yet, huh? Nothing. It's funny, I mentioned in the other video, I talked about how high priced the watermelons were. Well, the other day they lowered them to $3.98, but they still have the quarter watermelons in plastic bags, and depending on the weight, some of the quarter of a watermelon is more expensive than the entire watermelon. And I wonder, like, I don't know what I would do with a whole watermelon, but I wouldn't even have a way to get a whole watermelon cold. Even the small watermelons wouldn't fit in my cooler. That's a neat little house. Got a bunch of, man, that screened in porches are a game changer down here. I like being by the water because of the wind in the summer, and it does keep you cooler. But when you block that wind, it's Texas, so you get some bugs. And every bug in Texas has a permit, a concealed carry permit to mess up your day. Everything down here is trying to kill you. Listen to the birds. When I was cleaning out the back of the truck yesterday, look at the birds in the birdhouse. First off, all birds should have a sign around their neck telling me what they are. That would save me a lot of time. When I was cleaning out the back last night, some things are exactly the same from when you lived in a house to when you start boondocking. I think it's a rule that every home, whether it's on wheels or not, you have to have a plastic shopping bag filled with extra plastic shopping bags. And I used to, I use mine as trash bags, even, storage bags for some situations, but I would always return mine. Walmart always had a box, like a recycle box, and they just don't have it anymore. They stopped that, at least. I think they stopped that when all the COVID procedures went into a place where you weren't allowed to touch nothing, which I guess made sense at the time. We didn't know what spread it. We didn't know, we didn't know anything. We don't know nothing. But we're Americans. We're proud that we don't know nothing. I always meet people from other countries and they speak like 6 languages, and I'm still working on English, I'm still working on, is it golf or golf? What is this place up here on the left? Coastal Bend Cottages. Well, can we go in there? Sure. There's like 3 cottages, but let's just go in. So is this part of the cottages? I don't think so. So let's film it this way. Look at that. Coastal Bend Cottages. Where's my little stick here? All right, so there's a cottage. And they got the yellow oleander over here. There's a cottage. And those houses are right behind it. There's a cottage. It's a nice little street. There's a cottage. Got their mailboxes. And then straight ahead of us is another cottage. It's not bad. There you go. Anyone wanted a grand tour? We have lovely shrubberies. Very nice. Very nice little ride. Huh. I watched a little Memorial Day ceremony yesterday, 10 a.m. right after I brought Luciano some chicken yesterday. They had it at Veterans Park. And there were a lot of people there. And when they played the national anthem, I was really impressed. I saw people stop their cars in the middle of the street and get out and stand up. That was impressive. Some people didn't, but I mean, some people have their windows up and their air conditioning on and the radio on. And yeah, I decided to cut them a break. I didn't like it at first, but I don't know how they didn't notice. 200 people standing at attention, some of them saluting. You're not supposed to salute the flag if you weren't military. Is that correct? There's a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know until a few years ago. You're supposed to put your hand on your heart during the national anthem. I did not know that. I did it wrong for 55 years. I don't even know if it's wrong. I just stood there respectfully, quiet, That was new to me. So you can teach an old boondocker new tricks. It's a mellow day, guys. It's pretty hot already. We saw him when we were over by that death trap of a playground. You know what? Nothing's coming. Let's go straight, because I know there's cool houses over here. Let's see a couple cool houses. We saw these about a year ago. There's some more neat little bungalows, and they got the tikis carved into the palm trees. So that's pretty neat. That looks like a vacation place. Oleander. Pretty. A couple older homes. Whooping crane. Wow, I guess I should have my glasses on. Whooping crane house. Look at the bell by the front door. Can you see it? There's some architecture right there. And I kind of like this one too, this yellow house, because look at the trees. You got your own little shaded parking. That's got a historic marker. We'll have to come back. I want to read that historic marker. Probably in tomorrow morning's video. Lots of older redone houses here. Well, guys, I appreciate you very much. I think we're coming up to a daycare here, so I'm going to stop recording. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.